10 Fascinating Facts About Putin's Secret Castle. Alexei Navalny, the staunchest opponent of Russian President Vladimir Putin, arrested on his return to Russia, on Tuesday launched an investigation into a lavish Black Sea property that would belong to the Russian president. The investigation, published on the opposition blog, with a 2-hour YouTube video, recorded before his return to Russia, claims that the property cost $1.35 billion and was paid with the largest bribe in history. The investigation claims that the property, located along the southern coast of the Black Sea of Russia, is 39 times larger than Monaco and has a casino inside a mansion of 17,691 meters, next to an ice rink and vineyards. 1. It's the world's largest construction project, Putin's palace. The most secret and guarded facility in Russia, without exaggeration. This is not a country house, not a dacha, not a residence, this is a whole city, or rather a kingdom. It has impregnable fences, its own port, its own guards, a church, its own access control, a no-fly zone and even its own border checkpoint. It is an actual separate state within Russia. And in this state, there is a single and irreplaceable king, Putin. Wait, you'll say, we heard about this palace, we know that it was once built for Putin, but then, when the whole story was revealed, the construction was frozen, and some businessman bought the palace, right? You are telling us some old story. You are wrong. This story is unknown to anyone. Firstly, you cannot imagine the true size of this palace. Secondly, there was no sale. This is a legal illusion created through several bogus deals and an active media campaign. The only real owner of this famous place from the very beginning to the present day is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. 2. Looking inside the castle, you will understand that the president of Russia is in love with money. He is obsessed with wealth and luxury. Can you imagine the Principality of Monaco? It is small, but still a separate country. Well, this is a property the size of 39 principalities of Monaco. It was built so that it would not be possible to get to it by land, sea or air. Thousands of people working there are forbidden to bring even a simple mobile phone with a camera. Arriving cars are inspected at several checkpoints, with the help of mirrors and pits with video cameras, trunks and glove compartments get searched. 3. We present to you the most secret palace in Russia, Putin's palace near Jelenchik. Here it is, right in front of you. This is the largest private residential building in Russia. Its officially confirmed area according to documents is 17,691 square meters. And there is not even much to compare it with. The most luxurious houses on Rublyovka are several times smaller. This is the new Versailles, or the new Winter Palace, a truly royal place. 4. A very strange mound though, it has several entrances. For a long time we tried to understand what was inside and at some point we saw the insides of this mountain on satellite images. Rectangle with rounded corners measuring 56 by 26 meters. It's a hockey rink. Indeed, who needs a palace in which you cannot play hockey? This is the first time we see the underground hockey complex though. The owner's bunkering style is recognized, he likes to sit underground. He probably imagines himself a gnome from the Lord of the Rings movie, guarding his gold. The contractors confirmed to us that they indeed buried a nice palace underground, which is actually the height of a 5-story building. 5. More important things about the palace. In this picture is shown the tea house. Here is a grandiose fence, through which no outside thief can get through. On the right is the very building for which the 80-meter bridge was built. This is a guest house aka tea house with an area of 500 square meters. And here is the long-suffering amphitheater. This simple object is being built and rebuilt continuously over the years. Here is the amphitheater. 6. Secret tunnels. Here is the entrance to a special tunnel, which was built by the same people who are building the metro. This is a unique structure that allows not only convenient access to the sea, but also shelter in case of war or attack from the residents of Jelenchik. And this tunnel has a small secret that one of the builders of the palace revealed to us. Do you see some kind of a door here? Look at this photo, you can see it a little better. And this is the place on the tunnel scheme. This, my friends, is the tasting room disguised like a part of the mountain. In fact, it is a huge window that offers the best possible sea view. 7. And now for something that's impossible to show with a drone, the scale. They flew here. This is the huge palace complex. The land plot around it is 68 hectares. But in fact, the territory of the palace is about 100 times larger. This land plot, forests and mountains, with an area of 7,000 hectares, 70 million square meters, belongs to the FSB. And in September 2020, it was fully leased until 2068 to the company that owns the palace. 8. Take a look at this picture of the gateway of the residence taken by one of the workers. Something here must seem vaguely familiar to you. You've already seen this somewhere. That's where. The classic, familiar to everyone, scene of the storming of the Winter Palace from the film by Sergei Eisenstein. You can still see this eagle now if you visit St. Petersburg and approach the Hermitage. And the fact that Putin put an exact copy of the Tsar's eagle with a crown from the Winter Palace on the gate of his personal dacha tells us a lot about who this man thinks he is. 9. The richest people in the world often donate their fortune to charity. Or build a university. Or a huge hospital that will be named after them. What dream is Putin realizing? What for did he arrange all this? 20 years in power, repressive laws, robbed poor people, complete destruction of politics, rewritten constitution, people in prison. We will now see the answer. For gold and marble, for sofas and couches in the Louis XIV style, for mosaics, frescoes, stained glass windows, a home theater and even an aquadiscotheque. 10. Putin, a petty KGB officer who now masquerades as a great spy, came to Dresden in 1985. He wants us to think of him as a cool infiltrator. But in fact, he was an ordinary employee not even of a secret residency, but of the official representative office of the KGB in East Germany, a friend of the Soviet Union. Today's court propagandists love to romanticize that period of Putin's life, claiming that he infiltrated the enemy's lair. In fact, this building was a warm place, where a bunch of persons like Putin sat at party meetings and awarded each other with mementos. Just like they do now.